Do you ever get told to grow up? Does your significant other tell you to act your age? Well, before you pop on your slippers and pick up a good book, let's play with some toys. Hello ladies and gents, this is the Captain speaking, and welcome back to another unboxing and an update on the S9W. Right, after living with this for a week or so, it's a pretty solid drone with a few problems. I said in the last review that it tends to drop out the signal from the controller occasionally, in which case it just plummets to the ground. You can live with it, it's not too bad, and it's not every time. But the major fault that I found with this is that when you're flying with the camera running on the FPV on the phone, the signals interfere. 9 times out of 10 interferes with the drone control, so you end up with quite a large amount of lag, and it's caused me a few crashes which shouldn't have happened. So that's just a bit of a disclaimer. If you do buy one of these, be wary of that. It seems to be worse when I fly outside, because I took it to work the other day and flew it outside in the yard of my lunch break, and the lag was terrible and it just drifted away. But other than that, I have been flying it a lot. It's a fun little drone, but we've got something a little bit different. So I'll pop that there for size comparison. That's how it is with my mouse. Okay, now to the main event. We've got the Syma, or Syma, depending on how you want to pronounce it, X21W. Now this is another mini quad with a camera. This should be a 720p camera. Yeah, comes with, yeah, it does stunts. It's got altitude hold, yeah, HD camera, auto takeoff and landing. You can control it from the app, and apparently you can use the app to give it a flight plan. That will all come in the flight. So now, let's see what we get in the box. Been looking forward to this because this is quite been well reviewed other places. Let's keep that out just in case there's any more needs to be done. Right, where are we? Not really an unboxing if you can't get into the box, is it? There we go. That's quite a hefty, sturdy box. Right, out you come. Right. Let's get hold of that bit at the top as well. Right, out you come. Well, they certainly got it stuck in there. Let's open the other end and put it. There we go. Certainly don't want it coming out very easily. There we go. And that's that. Box to one side. Right, this comes in several colours. You can either get it in white, black, or green, I believe, for the wireless camera version. This also comes in a non-camera version, which is slightly cheaper, and you would possibly get more battery life. Right, so let's take a look at the goodies first. Right, so we've got a charger and 4 spare props by the look of it. Yep, very nice. Get to one side, and there's the phone holder. It's handy because this will fit pretty much any size phone, even up to an iPhone 6, the large version. And here is the controller, which is a decent size, which is unusual. Let's just slip that. There we go. In there, we go, smart little controller. Got 4 shoulder buttons, power button, and the sticks. As you can see, that stick centers, so it's altitude hold. Now we'll undo that in a second. Actually, hold on, I believe I've got a small screwdriver right here. Now, every other review I've seen of this, it should have come with a screwdriver, but this one apparently didn't. Right. Now, that's it. Don't lose that. Right. And that takes 4 AA batteries, which I happen to have hanging around right here. Second. Pop that in. There's for you, one for you, one for you. Come here. Let's try that again without these flying off. Right. That can go back on. And do that back up. Right, while I do this back up, now I've been buying these from eBay. Now the previous one, the S9W, it's a little bit rattly, but we'll live with that. I had some problems with the delivery. It took over 2 weeks to turn up. I wasn't overly happy. This one here, I ordered yesterday morning and it turned up today. So the price, I believe, was £27.99 in the UK. So I will link in the description the eBay shop where I got this from. Fantastic service, so if anybody wants to get one, that's the place to go. Right, now for the main event. Oh, just put the knife away. Let's get that back out again. Where are we? Let's just cut the sellotape. I certainly didn't want it to come out easily. Oh. Oh, nearly lost it. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, so there we have it. And in the size comparison, that one, there's the little red one. So it's quite a bit bigger and quite a bit more powerful. Pop that to one side. Right, one of the things I love about this is it's got an actual on-off button on top, whereas on the other one, I've got a fiddly little switch on the side there. So that's click, click. Right, and we have a battery. Another good thing about this is the battery is removable. Yeah, that just flips up. The battery slides in there. A little bit tight. There we go. And we've got a 3.7 380 milliamp hour battery, which should be more than enough to get a good fly out from that. The connectors, I believe, are proprietary to Syma or Syma, and they're keyed so it can only go in one way. Let's just see, we should have a little bit of a charge in there. Let's just see how the lights are. Slide that back in there. Tuck the wires in. And there. Oh no, you've got to hold it for a second. Okay, maybe it's got no charge. I'll have to have a look at that next time. Charge the battery up and give it a go. Oh no, there we go. Maybe it was just what I was doing. Yeah, we've got red lights at the front, green at the back, easy to orient, and there's the camera, which should be 720p. Oh, close up. No, not quite. There. Right. Now, turn that off. The only thing that I have got against this is you can't remove the prop guards, as far as I'm aware. I mean, it's good and bad. For beginners, these are fine. But as steady and stable as this should be, there should be no need for those. So the only way to get those off, as far as I'm aware, would be to clip them, which you don't really want to do. But last but not least, we've got a user manual. It looks about the same as all manuals. We won't use it. Right, so this, by all accounts, is pretty steady inside and out. But once the weather clears up, because it's horrible outside today, we'll do a flight test. And we'll see you in the next time with that. Bye bye.